Good evening, you're watching 7 at 7, the only news bulletin where we curate the day's top 7 stories for our viewers. Before I hit the headlines, I want to viewers quickly take you through where India stands with its fight against COVID-19. Numerically, right now we've crossed the psychological mark of 50 lakhs. We stand now at 51 lakh 18,253 positive cases. We've recorded till now a death toll of 83,198. In the last 24 hours, viewers, we've recorded up to 93 positive cases. Let's take you through the states right now. Maharashtra continues to record the highest load of positive cases, standing right now at 11,21,221. Recording 30,883 deaths. Andhra Pradesh right now standing at 5,92,760 with the death toll at 5,105. Tamil Nadu right now at 5,19,860 and 8,559 deaths. This was the information collated till just about 20 minutes ago right here on India Today in terms of numerically where India stands with its fight against COVID-19. Well, I've given you the numbers there. Now let me quickly. All right, once again today, the Defense Minister Rajnath Singh gave a befitting reply to China. He made it very clear. Any action to change status quo would be met with an equal reaction. Strongly worded statement going out to China. This is what panned out.
मैं आपके माध्यम से देशवासियों को यह विश्वास दिलाना चाहता हूं कि हमारे आर्म फोर्सेस के जवानों का जोश एवं हौसला बुलंद है सभापति महोदय, और हमारे जवान किसी भी संकट का सामना करने के लिए पूरी तरह से दृढ़ प्रतिज्ञ हैं। और इस बार भी सीमा पर हमारे वीरों ने किसी भी प्रकार की आक्रामकता दिखाने के बजाय धैर्य और साहस का परिचय दिया है। हमारे यहाँ कहा गया है कि साहसे खलु स्त्री वसति, यानी साहस में ही विजय स्त्री का निवास होता है, और हमारे सैनिक तो साहस के साथ साथ संयम, शक्ति, शौर्य और पराक्रम की जीती जागती प्रतिमूर्ति है सभापति महोदय।
A second warning to China within a space of 3 days. With our forces on high alert along the LAC, Defense Minister Rajnath Singh, in his statement in the Rajya Sabha, hinted the standoff with the hostile neighbor could be a long-drawn affair.
उनके लिए बर्फीली ऊंचाइयों के अनुरूप विशेष प्रकार के गर्म कपड़े, उनके रहने का स्पेशलाइज्ड टेंट तथा उनके सभी अस्त्र शस्त्र व गोला बारूद की पर्याप्त व्यवस्था की गई है। महोदय, हमारे जवानों का हौसला बुलंद है।
Unlike the Lok Sabha, the opposition were allowed to raise questions in the Rajya Sabha.
As for middle of April, Galvan Valley was never a disputed site. Even from the Galvan Valley, after our soldiers are now not allowed to patrol after the point they used to patrol. In Pangong area also, more than 8 kilometers area, they are not allowing us to patrol.
मैं ये स्पष्ट कर देना चाहता हूं, लड़ाई भी तो इसीलिए हो रही है, फेसाब तो इसीलिए होता है। भारत के सेना के जवानों को पेट्रोलिंग करने से दुनिया की कोई ताकत नहीं रोक सकती। यदि हमारे जवानों ने अपना बलिदान दिया है तो इसीलिए बलिदान दिया है, और इसमें कोई परिवर्तन इस पेट्रोलिंग पैटर्न में नहीं होगा। मैं अपने सम्मानित पूर्व रक्षा मंत्री एंटनी साहब को यकीन दिलाना चाहता हूं।
The opposition, even as they asked questions, made one thing clear: they will back the government on any move it takes against China.
हमारा जो संपर्क है फौज के साथ, देश की एकता और अखंडता के लिए जो उन्होंने कुर्बानी दी है, हम उस कुर्बानी में बराबर की उनके साथ कुर्बानी देने के लिए तैयार हैं। इसलिए अपनी पार्टी की तरफ से मैं ये कहूंगा कि हम इस मुद्दे को लेकर, चाइना के मुद्दे को लेकर सरकार के साथ बराबर खड़े हैं।
Cutting across party lines, MPs expressed their support to the government in the ongoing standoff with China. Even the Congress party, which staged a walkout in Lok Sabha, today managed to seek clarifications in Rajya Sabha. Overall, it was a better show by the government which managed to send out a larger message that the Parliament of India stands united with its brave heart at LAC in Ladakh. With camera person Pradeep Gupta, this is Anand Patel in New Delhi for India Today.
All right, so India's up to any challenge when it comes down to China, but how is India actually preparing for this challenge? My colleague Abhishek Bhalla is in the Leh-Ladakh region and he finds out on how India is bolstering its stand against China, especially when we're approaching a very, very cold winter. Take a look.
And there's a storm brewing on the mountains of eastern Ladakh. With sub-zero temperatures and extremely high altitudes, surviving in these conditions is not for the faint-hearted. But with tensions with China on the brink and war clouds looming, this winter, it's not just the Indian Army, but also the Indo-Tibetan Border Police that's preparing for the long haul. With China building up its insulated huts, the ITBP-2 is well prepared. So in case you're wondering where they'll stay, this is it. But this is no usual tent.
What we are seeing here is an Arctic tent meant for heights beyond 15,000 feet. And even if temperatures dip to minus 50 degrees, troops can survive the winter. We can see this tent here. It can accommodate 8 to 10 troops. Here is a Bukhari. This can keep troops warm in addition to the layering. Water is put in here to make sure that there is enough oxygen level. This is a chimney that ensures that the smoke goes out.
But surely that won't be enough. The soldiers need multiple layers of clothing, with temperatures in eastern Ladakh usually dropping to minus 40 degrees. The ITBP Jawans will need everything from woolen socks to snow boots.
Another important thing is that water, warm water can be stored and it can be sipped from this sort of a straw that this rucksack has. This is what an Indian soldier deployed in eastern Ladakh in this treacherous terrain will look like. This is the equipment that has been provided. This special winter clothing and gear has been provided to each and every soldier.
With the Indian forces building big to counter and match the Chinese deployments, it's even more important that there's no shortage of mountain gear. And the ITBP is ready for that as well.
This is a very crucial piece of equipment that can pull a weight of 250 to 260 kgs. That means with this, at least 4-5 soldiers get a push to go up those heights. All this equipment that we can see here is extremely important for rock climbing.
The summer this year saw violent clashes, bullets fired for the first time in nearly 5 decades in Ladakh. And with no end to the India-China stalemate, the winter too will be tough.
There is no shortage of high-altitude equipment for the Indian forces, and along with the Indian Army, the ITBP that is also deployed in friction points is ensuring that there is enough supply of all material, be it tents or winter clothing required to survive the harsh winter in these areas. With camera person Satya, Abhishek Bhalla in Ladakh for India Today.
All right, let's quickly shift focus now to the probe being conducted in the Sushant Singh death probe, which is now, of course, a drug probe as well. While latest revelations seem to suggest that the NCB has gotten one more name of an actor who was there at the Pavna farmhouse. India Today has exclusively learned that NCB has found the name of an actress who had attended Chichore's success party at Sushant's Pavna Lake House. The NCB learned that huge amounts of drugs were consumed at this party in which this actress was there. Interesting to note, Riya and Shovik, during their questioning, too revealed the name of this particular actress. Remember Sushant's boatman named Sara Ali Khan and Shraddha Kapoor, who he had ferried to Sushant's lake house, where he claimed drugs were consumed. Meanwhile, what has also now been recovered is a diary or notes of Sushant Singh Rajput where he talked about his future in detail. He talked about these notes that seemed for a few years ago, and one of the sheets suggests Sushant wrote about his daily schedule, detailing that he wants to wake up at 2:30 a.m., have tea and a shower, and then speaks of playing tennis and setting up archery. He also mentions in this list no smoking and to read the Kedarnath script. The date on this note is April 18th. He also makes a mention of spending time with Kriti, presumably Kriti Sanan, and a tour with Mahesh and Priyanka, his brother-in-law and sister. There are also other notes that we have accessed in which SSR pens down his thoughts about happiness, his dreams, and some of his learnings on physics. Well, a lot has been made on what did Sushant Singh Rajput do, who did he party with, who all were involved, were there drugs consumed, all of that. Do take a look at this report.
An escapist retreat. Lakes, cliffs, dams, islands and caves. But this tourist paradise of Lonavala is now on the NCB's radar. A boatman, Jagdish Das, has claimed in his statement to investigators that this scenic location was a party destination for Sushant Singh Rajput's team and friends. Riya Chakrabarti, Sara Ali Khan, Shraddha Kapoor, and arrested drug peddling suspect Zaid, among others. He claimed ganja and liquor were common in their island parties. An India Today investigation at Rajput's Lonavala farmhouse appears to be corroborating some of the boatman's claims. This is Rais, a manager at Rajput's Lonavala farmhouse since September 2018. When probed, he insisted the place, the dams and the islands surrounding it were frequented by Rajput's core team, plus Riya Chakrabarti and Sara Ali Khan. He indicated smoking papers were also ordered for their parties.
बारी आता था साल में महीने में कितने चक्कर लगाता था मुंबई से हफ्ते में तो हर हफ्ते आने आना था उनका हर हफ्ते आता था और कौन कौन आता था उसके साथ दो लोग आते थे सारा अली खान भी आती थी सारा अली खान भी आती थी और बाकी तो ये रिया लोग बच्चे आने रिया तो आती थी रिया आती थी कितनी बारी आई होंगे तो पूरा टीम तो आता ही था पूरा टीम मुझे आप ही बताओ रिया सुशांत रिया के फादर और ये लोग कभी आए थे रिया तो मतलब वो तो अप्रैल से आना चालू हुआ था और रिया के फादर उसकी माँ मम्मी और उसका भाई जब बर्थडे था ना एक दिन को रिया का तो पार्टी कैसे होती थी पार्टी में क्या क्या होता था पार्टी आइलैंड को होती थी और थोड़ा बहुत घर में होता था और वो क्या स्मोकिंग पेपर है लेकिन मैंने कभी देखा नहीं उसको क्या पिया है क्या नहीं पिया तो पेपर तो मंगाते थे ना स्मोकिंग पेपर तो मंगाते थे स्मोकिंग पेपर आता था लेकिन वो कोई किसके लिए आता था वो नहीं बोलता लेकिन आता था स्मोकिंग पेपर आता था और वीड स्मोकिंग पेपर आता था तो वो लिस्ट में रहता था और दारू कौन सी दारू तो वोडका वगैरह जो आप लोग हाई क्लास वो 20-25 बच्चे का 12-15 हज़ार का आता कुछ क्या क्या 6,000-12,000 जो महंगा दारू होता है।
According to Rais, the actor wanted to spend the lockdown period at the farmhouse, but dropped the plans.
फरवरी में कॉल किए थे फरवरी में आपको कॉल किया फरवरी में मतलब आखिरी राउंड उनका है ना फरवरी में हुआ था और 22 मार्च को अपना जनता कर्फ्यू लगा था ना, उसके बाद में लॉकडाउन हुआ, तो उसमें लगभग कुछ 15 से 17 तारीख में वो सामान वगैरह से जहाँ भेजे थे उन्होंने, कुछ पैसा पेपर बैन था, राशन वगैरह से भरा हुआ था, और 2-3 महीने रहने वाले थे लॉकडाउन। पहले सैम का फ़ोन आया, सैम्बल का, क्या उनका कैंसिल हो गया तो वो नहीं आ रहे, वो तो क्या हुआ तो मुझे पता ही नहीं, मुझे मालूम नहीं यार, वो अचानक कुछ कैंसिल हो गया। ये पिछले सावन से मैंने जो गाड़ी पे उसकी तो उसको सामान किया, सामान और गाड़ी पूरा वो बाल रहा था।
नहीं, कैंसिल क्यों किया था?
पता नहीं।
The probe by the Narcotics Control Bureau continues. More Bollywood celebrities might be questioned in connection with the drug angle to the Rajput case. A report by Arvind Ocha and Nitin Jain for India Today's Special Investigation Team.
All right, the latest news break right now coming in from Mumbai, Maharashtra, and this is in tune with the current COVID times. Section 144 has been extended in Mumbai due to COVID. That's the big news that we're getting in, and that seems that no assembly more than 5 people would be allowed officially. That's the latest. Section 144 extended in Mumbai due to COVID. All right, let's now quickly cut across and take, this time to wish the Prime Minister of this country a very happy birthday. Narendra Modi, viewers, turned 70. Our Prime Minister has turned 70. Birthday greetings coming in for him from across the country. Ministers, citizens, all coming in together to wish the Prime Minister a very happy birthday. A Seva Saptah, or week of service, is also being organized across the country by the BJP to mark the Prime Minister's birthday. A 70-kilo laddu was also offered as prasad in Coimbatore temple to mark the birthday. All right, with that, I'm going to go into a quick break. To stay with us, up next, we're going to bust certain claims masquerading to be facts. Stay with me. Welcome back. You're watching 7 at 7. We're going to end the show by busting certain claims masquerading to be facts on social media, WhatsApp groups. So there is a claim floating about which suggests that China has actually sought the intervention of the UN with its conflict with India. Well, it's false. China has completely denied that. No such request made. Well, with this fact check, it's time for us to wrap up this edition of 7 at 7. We'll see you on the other side. It's to the point.